Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rini, this is the Enchanted Planner, and today we're going to do a follow-up video to the video I did last week talking about no punch, no problem with the little hack that I shared with you. Several of you mentioned in the comments that you don't know how to get your page started to use this punch if there's not currently already punched holes in it. So this is a little hard to pick up on the camera, but if you take a look there, you can see there's little lines, there's little guide marks. There's this one, then there's the 3/4 mark, and then there's another little line right there. So the line right after the 3/4 mark is where we need to line up the edge of our paper to start punching. The other thing you'll notice is on the edge of these, there's the line and then there's a representation of the mushroom. So when we line this up at that edge, I've put a little black mark there to make it easier to see on camera. So when I line that up at the edge, my black mark is a bit bigger than my guideline. And then we're just going to go down the edge of the page, punching away. This is just a sheet of dot grid. Why I got a little bit funky here. There we go. A sheet of dot grid that I printed out for this tutorial. And we're just going to continue on down the way here, and our last punch. Now, and I brought a piece of Happy Planner paper out to show you that once you've done it that way, it lines up. If I can get it lined up properly. If I have it lined up properly, it lines up. And that, you guys, is how you get it started when you don't already have punched holes on your pages. Now, this is probably not the best example. I would probably just throw that into my Happy Planner punch. Where I would use it more so is if I'm going to be punching covers or things that I have laminated, things that are thicker really. But if you want it to line up with the classic, you need to be the line after the 3/4 mark, and that will be where the edge of the paper goes. I think it was Marilyn actually that pointed out there was guide marks on this thing, and I'd never seen them before. And once I figured that out, I was like, oh my gosh. But the problem being is there is a lot of product reviews on this. There is a lot of videos from We Are Memory Keepers showing you how to use the punch, but they never ever show these guidelines in any of the tutorials. I found it rather frustrating actually, but I'm happy it's all figured out now. So I figured I would share it with you guys. And I kept meaning to mention that in most of the times I've used that punch, but I kept forgetting. So my apologies. It was our discussion in the comments last week that brought it to the forefront of mine, and I figured I would just bang off a quick tutorial for it. Like I said, they're a little difficult to see, which I think is why most people don't know they're there. And most of the time, we don't see people using this punch to start a page. We see them using it to re-punch holes, which of course you already have guidelines and you don't need to worry about it, right? The other thing I will suggest to you is make sure that you empty this guy often. It's not very big in there, and it backs up a lot, and it backs up really quickly, and then the punch doesn't work all that well. So just make sure you empty it on the regular. All right, I hope you guys found this useful. Let me know in the comments. I greatly appreciate you guys. I love it when you guys indirectly give me ideas for videos. It's always a wonderful way I can contribute back into the community. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time. Ciao.